What's up everyone, it's DSP and welcome to the weekend preview for October 25th, 2010. What we're going to do is talk a little bit about what to expect coming up this week video-wise on all of my channels, and I'll do a little bit of an update regarding some other things that are going to help you guys out. So first of all, what to expect today, Monday, is actually early in the morning right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab something to eat and then I'm immediately going to continue playing Vanquish. If you haven't seen, the first 7 parts of Vanquish are up on DSP Gaming, and I know that the first 3 parts had false copyright claims against them. This is because, you know, the cutscenes and everything for the beginning of the game, for whatever reason there was a content match with Sega. I disputed it and immediately it was taken off. It's not even like it says it's still in dispute. It was removed, so I don't think I'm going to have any problems with this playthrough. So go ahead and check that out. I'm going to beat the game today. From what I've heard, it's only about 6 hours long anyway. So I got probably maybe another 4 to 5 hours to go. So I'll definitely beat that today. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continuously be putting footage up of that today. And then when I beat the game, I'm going to temporarily stop the footage so that I can do my Hateful Truth video for this week. This Hateful Truth video for this week will be covering Fallout, New Vegas, and Vanquish. I could do it right now, honestly, but I don't really want to give Vanquish a rating until I beat it. That would be kind of unfair, especially when I've only played about an hour and a half into this 6 to 7 hour game. But so far, I'm liking it. But anyway, yeah, so later today, expect the Hateful Truth and then the rest of Vanquish. Now, tomorrow is release day, so there's going to be several releases coming out this week. For retail releases, there's actually supposed to be 4 games. You got Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, there's Fable 3, and then for the PS Move, there's supposed to be 2 games. Now, don't get me wrong, when I say supposed to, I mean these PS Move games have really been touch and go. They have release dates, and then when those dates come, the games don't always come out, and then sometimes the games come out before their scheduled release dates, which is really weird. But anyway, the 2 games that are supposed to come out this week are actually some of the most highly anticipated. The game The Shoot, which you've seen me play the demo for, and also the new Time Crisis Raging Storm. Raging Storm or Raising Storm? I don't even remember. But anyway, both of those games are pretty much the games I've been waiting for to play on the PS Move, and I'm interested to try them out. Problem is, stupid-ass Sony and these third-party developers decided to put those games out in a week when there's other major releases that people have been waiting for years for. So, will I get to them this week? I don't know. It definitely depends on how long games like The Force Unleashed 2 and Fable 3 are, but I guess we'll have to see. Now, what is going on also is that the Red Dead Redemption is getting its largest DLC yet, called Undead Nightmare. It is a single-player DLC that supposedly adds several hours to a new single-player campaign. I will be playing that this week, and you know, I am interested in that. So what I think I'm going to do schedule-wise, here's how it's going to go. I'm going to play Force Unleashed 2 right away, then I'm going to do the Red Dead Redemption DLC, then I'm going to start Fable 3, and I'm going to play that for the rest of the week, and get as far as I can, and see if I can beat it or not. Now, if I don't beat it, what's going to happen is, starting on Halloween, on midnight, it is my Halloween special, Indigo Prophecy, and that playthrough is already complete. So what I'm going to do is gradually start releasing those videos to the public at night on Halloween. So figure midnight Eastern time, Halloween, which is the 31st of October. You'll see maybe the first 5 videos, and then I'll gradually, over the course of that day, release more and more and more until finally they're all released and the whole playthrough is done. And then after that is done, I figure give it maybe a day, the day of Halloween, for everyone to check that out. Then maybe I'll start uploading more videos. So we'll see what happens. It all depends on time-wise, how long these games are, and things like that. Now, it is important to know I did reserve the Collector's Edition of Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. I thought it looked pretty cool. I tried to reserve the Collector's Edition of Fable 3, and for whatever reason, GameStop said, oh, I don't see it in our system anymore. We must have maxed out on reserves, which is bullshit. They didn't. They just didn't know what they were doing. So I'm still going to try to get the Collector's Edition. What I'm thinking of doing right now is today I actually have to head near a Best Buy, and I'm going to see if that Best Buy has those reserve cards for it, because each Best Buy has a certain amount of the Collector's Edition allocated to each store, and chances are it's not sold out. Usually they don't sell out, and when you go to like a Best Buy on release day for one of these games, they have a bunch of them there. So I'm going to see if I can get it like at Best Buy. I wanted to get it on Amazon.com, but what I found out is that the earliest you can even get it, even getting overnight shipping, was like the 28th or 29th. More than likely the 29th of October, which is bullshit. If you want to pre-order a game, why can't you get it till the 29th? It was really stupid. I didn't like that. So, so I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can get my hands on the collector's edition. It looks like there's some cool stuff for Fable 3 if you do that. But I didn't necessarily want to wait till the end of the week to get the game, especially if I'm trying to beat it before Indigo Prophecy on Halloween. But we'll see what happens. Game-wise, that's what's happening this week. Outside of games, like I said, there'll be a new Hateful Truth today. Tomorrow there'll be a release day unboxing video with all the games that I do end up picking up. What I'm thinking of doing is I probably will have a new DSP Inbox video this week. That's good. And that'll either be on Wednesday or Thursday of this week. It all depends on how long it takes me and what I'm doing with those games. But anyway, what I'm going to do this week is, this will be a transition week. So everyone who wants to send me questions for this week, please keep sending them to dspinbox@hotmail.com. Or right before I film the video, I jump on Twitter and I make an announcement. Twitter questions, last minute, everyone Twitter me some questions. And I'll grab a couple of them to answer in my videos. After this week, I'm going to be posting a thread on my website, thekingofhate.com, in the forums, where you will be able to post up your questions, and that's going to really streamline it. You'll basically see, for the next episode, here are your questions here, and then once that episode happens, I'll close off that thread and create a new thread. And it's going to be very good, streamlined. I'll be able to see all the questions at once, rather than right now I'm literally getting thousands of emails. It's not even funny. Like, you'd think it would be a couple. No, I'm getting like about 1,000 emails every 2 weeks for this DSP Inbox, and I'm sifting through them. It's very hard, especially, I guess, spam emails, obviously, too, because, what do? You always get spam emails for these things. And I'm sure some haters probably grabbed that email address and registered it for a bunch of junk anyway. So it's hard for me to sift through the spam and the legitimate emails and to see, who has the legitimate questions. So it's going to be a lot easier if we can have it on the forums. So that's how I'm going to do it from now on, but that's not until I do my episode this week. So for this week, please continue to send it to the email address, and then we'll transition. Speaking of the website is up and running, and I don't just mean the forums, I mean everything is now up and running. The main page has been worked on for the past 2 days by Chris and Teo, the webmasters, and it's looking really sweet at this point. What they've done is there'll be links to all of the playthroughs that come out this week in the main section of the page. There's actually a cool gaming news section that they've added, where basically they take some of the most popular gaming news, and it's going to be available on the website, on the forums, and will be linked on the front page, which is really cool. And then at the bottom of the page, they're going to have all of my videos that aren't gaming footage. So all the stuff from the King of Hate HD's partner channel will be at the bottom of the front page. So everything's going to be at a glance. They're going to have ways to sort it. It's going to be really cool. They're going to use this as like the launch week to try to see if this works. So take a look. Go ahead. The King of Hate HD. I'm sorry. I keep saying it. It's thekingofhate.com. I'm so confused with it. It's thekingofhate.com. Go register. Go check it out. The forums are still up 100% up and running. We now have over 3,000 registered members. In fact, I didn't even check this morning. We probably have over 31 or 3,200 at this point. Please go check it out. Really cool. Everyone's participating at this point over there. And again, if you participate over there, it helps me a lot because it's actually outside of YouTube. And so it's considered more of all effort on my behalf rather than like YouTube doing web hosting for me for that participation. So go check it out. And a lot of new stuff to come on that website over the course of the week. There will definitely be at least 1 to 2 more DSP Tries It videos coming up this week. That's for sure. Obviously, a new Smart Guys coming up later in the week. When we film on Friday, it'll come out on Saturday. And anything else that might happen, if I have a need for a channel update, if I have a reaction to a game, I'll do something like that. Cooking with the King, I have a couple ideas of what I want to do next, but I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to do it simply because this is the second, well actually this probably is the busiest gaming week of the year because there's 5 games that are coming out. So if I have time to cook a really, a real meal, I'll definitely try to do a Cooking with the King video. I'm thinking this week maybe Mexican or something like that, but we'll see what happens. But besides that, it's going to be a content-packed week. I thank everyone. Please continue to watch, rate, and participate. It is helping. We did have a couple slow days this last week, but as I said in a previous video, there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to have times when it's slow and times when it's busy. Honestly, in all honesty, I think the reason it was slow for me, participation-wise, this past week, was because Fallout. I think a lot of people were either busy watching the whole playthrough, which took forever because the game was so long, or they didn't necessarily like Fallout that much, and so they stopped watching for a little bit, and that could have hurt. I don't know. There's a lot of theories that I have, but it's the gaming season. I have to get through it and push through it and basically do my best to get all the games done. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to keep doing this as dedicated as I've been for you guys. And again, what I really want to push is the website. I think the website's great. I think they did a great job on it, and I think it's going to be the major hub where rather than each day you wake up, gee, let me see what's on the TKOHHD today. Gee, let me see what's on DSP Gaming today. Hey, did he put anything on his Red Dead Redemption page? Hey, did he put anything on the Dark Side Phil page? Rather than having to do that, you're going to have one hub that's going to show you everything that's new for that day, and you're going to be able to launch straight from that hub. I think that's going to be the key. So fingers crossed that this works out and it ends up being that good. I hope it does. But anyway, that's the week in preview. So now you know what to expect. Up next, more Vanquish, and then later today, The Hateful Truth, and we'll go from there. So thanks a lot, guys, for the week in preview of October 25th. I'll see you later.